Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing out there?
Hey,
My boy Dee and Gio in the house with me today, and we'll give it a couple minutes for everybody to come in. But I want to thank everybody for all the support and stuff you guys sent to my son and my wife. I really truly appreciate it. In the comments, if you see Sharrell's name, I'm on her computer and stuff, so the comments coming under her, but it's actually me. I was just saying thanks to everybody.
yeah.
But if we all know the routine. If my wife were here, she'd be saying this: "Welcome to the block party. Welcome
Party.
to the block party." So hopefully she'll be back soon doing this. This
Yeah.
episode is starting to get better. It's starting to get well. A lot of people think it wasn't that great, but it's the setup. A lot of things are starting to just click. I think this episode is getting better. And what you guys think? It's getting better?
Yeah,
On the
it's getting better. It well, unless you enjoy hugging trees, it's getting better.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the episode. The only people I miss my freaks on the farm though. See, I got
Yes,
to watch
yes,
them
yes.
every week, but I'll be watching it Sunday to check them out. So let's get into this episode, and probably let me start with the least thing that really happened: Tyreek and Hazel. You know, where he's at, everything's on shutdown, so they stuck in the house together and everything. At this point, he has his daughter there, but Hazel get a phone call, I guess, from the baby's daddy girlfriend saying that her son has a fever and
Evil.
now what's the word? Is it I don't want to say the word.
CV, CV.
Right.
Yeah,
It's running rampant over there. So she was really paranoid and she was really afraid pretty much most of the show. But at the end, she did find out that the fever went away and her son is good. And I started asking myself, well, why is the son with the father? I mean, once the son was okay, I was trying to figure out why is he with the father and not you? Or because I would assume he would be with her parents or something. That's what I was thinking the whole time. But I guess he's with the father and the father's girlfriend. And she said the reason why it was that way, the guy stayed far away and she couldn't afford the child. So I guess he stepped up and kept him. So
Yep. She
Yeah.
couldn't afford him. She couldn't afford to keep her son because she was too poor. Where she lived at, it was like a it almost looked like they built it like a shed. It almost looked like.
okay, Gia.
The dad probably had more money, I'm just keeping it real.
Look, I don't want you to talk about because she was in the garage and stuff. So I don't want you to start talking like that. But I mean, pretty much in this whole episode though, that's all really happened. I mean, well, because I think the last episode is when she was starting to go online because they had downtime and
yeah. They
looking
were
for
hunting.
you're hunting for this
Yep.
perfect woman
Yeah.
for her. I mean, it's the darnest thing for me. Like,
Look, in my opinion, Perry, I think Tyreek should worry about fixing his hair first, before they go hunting for women, because that oh my god, you need to give him a tutorial on how to keep his hair. Either keep his head bald, because when it grows like a desert. Like you got a patch there, patch there, patch there.
right,
So I
right.
don't know. They need to try and probably maybe
But
fix his hair first.
Diddy, you said it's a patch there, patch there. It's just one patch in the middle. Like it's a big
Well,
patch.
no. He's right. It's some on the sides and stuff. I thought he had like a scalp disease or something.
Yeah, but get your hair fixed before you go hunting for women. That's all I'm saying. Just get your hair fixed, because he's crazy. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
no. Truly, it is. But and then let's talk about. I'm trying to knock these smaller people out the episode that didn't really do much. It was Andrew, who I call the babysitter, and our mirror. Okay, so apparently he's back in the States now.
Yeah.
And she's back home. But on his flight coming back, he want to be all sentimental and how much he loved this chick. Okay. Oh, look at the empty seat. She would have been here. Well, she probably could have been there if you would have went up to Mexico when she was locked up and tried to, check on it. He don't check on the chick. He was still out in the resort having a good time, getting his back rubbed, getting his freak on, everything else, right? And then now he get on the plane coming back. Oh, now he want to just cry for the camera. How much he missed this chick. He wasn't missing her when she was in handcuffs.
Yeah, but also when she called him, He was like, I went jet skiing, I went skydiving. He
Yeah,
didn't mention, he didn't ask her, how you doing? Are you okay? How was the flight back? What
mhm,
happened? He was like, man, I went jet skiing, I was hang gliding, I was doing cartwheels, I got a massage.
yeah. And she
Ah,
crying on the phone with him. Yeah. I mean, you know how your woman just need a little support?
yeah.
And yeah, I'm just down and out. Well, hell, I hate to hear that, but I just came off the beach. It's a nice sunny weather and everything, and I just got finished getting my massage, and I'm gonna go boat scooting later. Come on, now, boat scooting. I don't know, you made up some stuff. You going freaking. That's what you're doing. He enjoyed his vacation, and now he's coming back. And then he get back and start talking to his mother. And now
That's
he got this new plan. A new plan now. Now he
that would
wants her to try to go to Siberia. I think that's it, right? Wait, was it Siberia? If I'm wrong, it was some place like that.
It was Siberia. Yeah, Siberia. But you know, over there in Siberia, ain't it cold over there? Isn't it? It's like cold.
I don't know. I mean, when I
But-
hear that name, I'm thinking cold and dangerous.
But they're
But
not.
you-
She gonna get detained over there too, probably, because you know, with the CV running around like that, they putting restrictions on certain countries and the counties. You can't just fly in and just anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
they are just wasting the time with this. It will not work because what's the sense of going to somewhere else? Whereas they could probably just try and wait and then reapply, like I say, for the K1 visa instead of trying to rush it. Because sometimes you rush stuff, it never works out. They should probably try and wait and then reapply for the visa. I think that's the best thing I think they should do. But for me, he's a little too selfish, and she should see those signs before she actually try to get married to him. Because the signs are there.
You said they should wait. I think they should just leave each other alone. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, please. I mean, you know what? I mean, because he don't care about this chick. Let's keep it real, fellas. He do not care about the girl, and she's. I mean, I don't think she can. Is she that dumb to think the guy love her, or is she just that bad of shape wanting to come to the States?
I think she want to come to the States. I think she really wants to come. She probably want to just come over here. You know how certain people are from foreign countries. They might not want to just come over here because of the riches and fame. They want to see how America is, what the hype is over here in America.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I wouldn't blame her. Anybody, if you're from any other country, you are welcome here. You know, like, just don't go around people like him, like Andrew. He makes a bad excuse as a man for a lot of us men out here. Like,
Yeah.
we're not like him. You know what I'm saying? That man he's selfish. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know, and that's true though. And I've got to go back to it. It's like, well, could she possibly love this guy? Or is she just that desperate to come to the States that she would date this weird babysitter?
Or the next option she probably trying to, all those people get more followers. They can start their channel. It's like how Rose ended up. It can also be she just doing that to just probably maybe set up herself and get her own channel running or her own Instagram going. It could be.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, she going on a limb though. She just going to all these crazy places at random.
But doesn't it look like she got money though? Like it look like she come from money. The way she's dressed and put together, she look like her dad look like he come from money too. Like they don't look poor at all.
No. I mean, but like I said, at this point, I don't really think it's the money per se. I mean, because like I said, she is kind of hooked up with a babysitter. How much could he be getting paid?
That part.
Yeah, I don't think it's the money.
I mean, and then he's all weird. So I mean, I don't know. But let's move on let's talk about Mike and Natalie. Now, the episode comes on and they just riding in the car, and then she want to talk about the word for the day. Because I guess while she's here for these 90 days, she's going to learn a different word or two every day. And this time her word she's learning is controversy. Right? Or controversial, one of them.
Yeah, controversial.
Right. So, and he was like, what do you mean by that? And then she started getting into the relationship and all this. And then she want to set him up to see a psychiatrist or a therapist, whatever you want to call them. Now, she's going through all these measures. I don't understand why she's taking them there. When she get in there, the guy just looking around, looking at both of them. And then he asked one simple question. Do you love him?
That was sad.
It was almost like he said that she thought they was playing freeze tag. She froze. You know what I'm saying? I mean, normally she talked with her teeth closed like this.
Yeah.
Her mouth went closed. She couldn't even respond. He asked Mike, Mike, like, no. I mean, so why would you try to fix something that's not there? Like, you can't fix a car if you don't own a car. So she's trying to work on their relationship and love and everything like this. But she basically saying she don't love the guy.
Yeah, but for me, when he asked her what's your word of the day, she should have said butthead. I'm just being honest because he I don't know. I think he needs to just. His mom said when you eat butter, what did she say? When you eat butter, it makes your brain function better.
It makes you smart.
He needs to eat some more butter because something is wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
but
needs to happen.
I can see from a distance what she wants. She just wants to be in America. That's just how I feel about it.
Right.
So that she's pushing it too much. So to me, they're not compatible. She loves hugging trees. I have no problem with people hugging trees. It's just fine. But then he and her, they don't mesh together. They need to probably go their separate ways.
But he said he's not in love with her. He said that straight up. He was like when they psychiatrist asked her, "You guys in love? Are you in love with her?" He was like, "No." Like that.
He's being honest.
She was like, "Where do we go from here with this relationship?" Like, yeah, y'all relationship is very controversial. So she gonna look that word up like it tell him this is our relationship. Mike looked at her like,
yeah, and I'm thinking it went something like this. I learned a new word today. What was that? Controversial. And he said, "Well, what did that supposed to mean?" Well, he's driving. What did that supposed to mean? And then she go, "No dress, no ring." Right? No wedding plans. Come on.
I think she was looking for the word complicated or
she should have used the new word called hope.
That part.
Right? She hoping for a dress, hoping for a wedding. I mean, this girl is out there, and I know a lot of people. Some people do like her. I just don't understand her. I really don't. And I could be wrong, so I don't want to come down on her too hard. But I just,
Because remember when they were at the house, the mom gave a joke. She was just like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, something is not right about her. Like, she can't even get a joke. All she's worried about is that ring.
Think about it. And that's the only time she started to breathe when they was having that dinner. She was just sitting there meditating. Until she said, "Well, what about the wedding?"
Exactly.
I need dress. I need ring. Come on.
That's all she cares about.
Exactly. If anybody go to therapy, it need to be her and probably by herself. What do you think?
So what's about the tree?
Yeah, I mean, with that tree thing, I don't know. I mean, maybe she's a freak of nature.
Maybe she might need to marry the tree. Maybe she'll marry the tree. That'd be fat. It'd be easy.
But anyway, that's no. Yeah, I don't know.
And pretty much that's how that episode. It was just pretty much about them and their nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth.
Usual.
It's like he's better off just moving in with a stranger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what he got. And then I was like, well, what is his motive? And then I was like, yeah, small place. Maybe his choices ain't too big. And then when he went and got his haircut, I sort of realized the choices he had.
That's cool. That's cool, Perry. That's really
cool.
No,
I'm just saying that I was like, okay. Well, going back home to Natalie then. And just take her a ring and a dress. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, so let's go on to Gio's homeboy, Jovi and Yara.
Oh,
yeah.
And everybody knows she's pregnant now.
Yeah.
So Jovi want to take her to his hometown to have like an engagement party. And it'll give her a chance to meet his father that she never met because he got the same type of job where he's gone a lot.
Yeah, the offshore.
And so I just remember watching them when they were sitting in the living room and he was like, they was basically giving her the third degree. What's your plans? What you gonna do? And then he was like, well, let me talk to you about the clothes you wear. Basically, he was talking to her about her skimpy outfits and said, oh, it's not safe to wear those kind of clothes.
Yeah.
You remember that part? When she had the bikini and stuff and all this stuff. And she's like, I wear what I want to wear. I like her feistiness though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she bite back, Perry.
They was all in their business. are you ever why and then the mother sort of I mean you really can't stereotype somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, all you I heard all you Ukrainian girls like to just come over to get a green card, basically.
That's messed up, boy. When they
Yeah.
How do you hit this topic and you being serious, we trying to just figure out the girl and get along, and would you ever consider leaving, going back to your home country? And she was like, yes. I mean, it's a mess.
But
And
you know what? What I don't get, Perry, is why, like, how did the dad even know that she had a social media? That's what I don't get.
Because he up there on that boat too. You know how his son probably met her because they get these little vacation spots.
Yeah.
His daddy on social media can get his freak on too.
I can talk from experience. Working offshore mentally it's not easy. So you have to find stuff to do when you're out there, because you work 12 hours a day. When you get off, you go to your cabin, because Perry, you know a little bit about cabins because of your experience as well. So when you get off, you need to find something to help you relax or free up your mind. So he probably was just looking up who his son with, basically, and he saw her social media, he saw what she's about. So he was just giving her some advice to just be careful. But she's like, I didn't like her response, what she said about America. Because regardless of what the mom said and people stereotyping, sometimes you just have to just be the better person and just let certain things slide.
Yeah,
but she was a little too disrespectful, in my opinion. She was just a little too disrespectful.
And not to defend her like that, but I think she felt attacked.
Yeah. She was
like, and at that point, sometimes she's like, hell, I'm better off being back in Ukraine and away from you freaks. You know what I'm saying? And so I get it, but the whole thing could have been set off different if his parents had a different tone.
Exactly.
And so now they having this big argument back and forth because she's saying Jovi want to go out. I guess this party, he's supposed to go out with his guy friends first or something like that, hang out, and then come back. And then they're supposed to have this big party, the engagement party. And she's saying, hey, well, maybe I'm going to go ahead and let your parents know I'm pregnant. Right? He would not. They fussing about this. He don't want them to know right now. Because I guess he feel like maybe if they know she's pregnant this fast, they might start assuming it's not my baby. I don't know. It's something going on there. What you guys think about that?
I think that too. I think because to be honest with you, that's how his parents was coming off when they was being like that towards her. Like you can tell they were just just drilling her like too hard. They were just, oh, so what about those pictures and why you dressed like that? The dad was attacking her, like, and then the mom was sitting up there side agreeing with him, like, yeah, like a yes ma'am, a yes woman, or something like that. The mom,
right.
But Gio, don't you think they're just doing what all parents do? Like, I mean, if
I ain't gonna lie to you,
man, not like that, man.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying like they're drilling her because they want to find out is she good enough for their son. I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but then parents do that. They will drill you to find out.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's smaller questions that you come up with. And you be like, well, how you feel? How you feel about United States? How you feel? Are you comfortable here? Then you let them do the talking. You don't come out and interrogate the girl, basically. Yeah. I mean, it was worse than being on the first 48. You know what I'm saying? That is just crazy. Like, and they too involved with it. Your son picked her. If all these questions right now that you asking her, I haven't seen once, have they really asked him the questions?
Yeah.
So
it's real though, Perry. With that being said, like with them asking her them questions like that, they could have been a little bit more nicer to her than how it was.
Use a little bit more tact.
You don't do that to somebody who you bring into their house. You know what I'm saying? On top of that. And what if the baby ain't Jovi's? Who, to be honest with you, Jovi chose her, and at the end of the day, you can't force your kids to tell them who they need to be with, because then you're gonna force them into the wrong relationship. You gotta let your kids go out here in this world and figure out what they're gonna do. Just like Jovi mom and dad need to let Jovi do what Jovi doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I mean, that's pretty much with that. I think that their parents could have handled that a whole lot different, and they need to take responsibility for that part. And it's just so much going on. he's worried about what everybody think. It's almost like my man in Dinwiddie. He can't be a mama's boy or a daddy's boy. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Handle your business. You see what I'm saying? Now, whether neither your parents gonna accept her or they ain't, but you can't just let them demean her like that.
But don't you find Jovi acts immature?
Yeah.
Like he needs to be more supportive to her. Like and when women get pregnant, women get the emotions are higher.
Mm-hmm.
So the parents should have been a little more subtle with it. And he needs to step up as a man as well and be more supportive. So instead of he always drinking.
Yep, drinking. And then see, another thing is that, and then I think too, it could be that he ain't really had that kind of a relationship. Mm-hmm. Even his friends say the same thing. But when you get a person like that, they just go out there and just know, I can go on social media. When I hit this port, I can do this. When I hit this port, I can do that. He don't really take it as being a serious relationship. And so he's thinking, oh, now she's, every girl gonna say they pregnant to try to lock you down. But dude, if you've been intimate with the chick and you've been doing all this, it could be your baby. I mean, if you ain't sure, go and find out or whatever. Maybe that's what he's waiting on. I don't know. But he is immature. And I would say that.
Yeah, because you can tell the way when she was like something about the pregnancy test telling him, oh, I'm pregnant. He was like, what? No, you're not. Like, who says that? And then he made her go take another test. To see another test, like, and that's the expensive pregnancy test, the one that comes across and say pregnant, like that Lou pregnancy test, that mug about like $30-$40. Like for him to go make her take another pregnancy test showed immaturity. They didn't show maturity.
But Perry, Jill said, who does that? I know a lot of guys that do that, Jill.
I know. I mean, he must have got him at Costco or Sam's or something because he got them in bulk. I mean, she had like 2 or 3 of them. Who going to get 2 or 3? Oh, no. I don't like that results. Try again.
He's in denial.
I mean, he was going to keep going until he found something that was negative.
They could have went to the Dollar Tree and bought 30 of them same tests. It was going to come out with the same results.
Same results, yeah.
30 of them for $30 instead of 3 for $90.
Let's go on to Rebecca and Zied. I'm so sorry. Right now, I actually feel sorry for him because Rebecca, she almost like Stephanie a little bit. Like she go and get a younger person, bring them back, just like a guys that go and get the younger girls, they bring them back to the States, and then once they get over here, now they want to keep the person incarcerated because they afraid somebody else gonna want them. Mm-hmm. That's what she is. She went out with her son-in-law and daughter and a group of friends at the table, all talking. They asking them questions. He's trying to be, handle it as best way he could. The little cute girl, she was like a little attractive little girl. I think she was a friend. I'm not sure if she was with the guy across from her.
That's what it looked like.
But she did keep like staring at him. But then again, they on camera. She was trying to get her face on camera. I don't know what it is. But she just keep looking at him, and then she was willing to help him unpack and and move the stuff in. And Rebecca wasn't having that. That is not allowed. And she was just getting an attitude. If she could have, she would have choked that chick. Right? She felt like that because she know anything attractive that she see, she assumed he's gonna want. What you guys think about that?
Insecurities.
Right. I mean, and that's why she keep going to get a young one from different states. She don't have one from Morocco and ran him off.
But Perry, like what certain women fail to realize, if you're dating somebody from another country, they have an accent. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes when I go out in the US, like people will come up to me and ask me where I'm from just because of the way I sound. Or sometimes you get somebody staring at you just because of the way you sound. Mm-hmm. So she need to try and get over that because when they hear your accent, they want to know, hey, where you from? How are you doing? Like they want to know more about you, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be flirting with everybody that you come across. Oh. But then you just explain to them a little bit about yourself, your accent, and your country. But she needs to start getting used to that because women will come up to him and ask him where is he from just because of his accent. But I don't know. She's just insecure and she needs to get over that.
You killed me.
What is it, Jill?
You said people just look at you because of the way you sound.
Seriously, they do, Gio. When they hear me speak, they look at me because I have an accent. I don't find I have an accent, but they look at me.
They
And
just be
I do get that as well. So, Gio.
But you know what, though? I mean, because I was hoping those two probably can make it, though. But I think it's going to be harder for Zied to make it when he can't even go out and take the trash out. Because her self-esteem is that low that if she see anything walk past, she assumed that thing looked better than her. That's just how I see it. And
what'd you say, Perry?
What?
No, I was about to say something about Rebecca and
go ahead. No, go ahead.
With the thing with that, like they was sitting at that table, and she was quiet for like the majority of the time. Like it shows insecurity. Like she's mad at the fact. That's probably why she got the little surgery or whatever done to her. But I'm saying this. If you got a younger guy, you got to expect things like that. And they from another country and they come over here around some of these women that's single, they going to be looking at your man. But that should tell her what it should have did with Rebecca and say, you know what? I got him. He's with me. So I ain't worried about it. I love that people. I love that other girls look at him. Instead of being insecure and being mad. And she was like, what she said, she told Zied, you're going to just let her move. You're just going to let her move us. You're just going to let her. It ain't even his control.
She brung the man culture back up. You know, in your culture, that's not allowed for you to be around a single woman. But I'm thinking, wasn't he around you before he married you? So I don't know. It's crazy, but you're right, man. She was at that table. She was going through some deep reflections. A lot of stuff was going on. And then she started contemplating her age. I'm the only one here in this age bracket. I feel like a babysitter. You know what? That's the situation you put yourself in. Now, if you can't hang out with your son and daughter, that's one thing. But if you picked up a child and took him to the place and now you feel like you older than this person, I mean, she need to get a grip. I mean, she was going through all kind of things.
She looked like the teacher, like they were taking kids on a field trip. Yeah. She like one of the teachers that ain't got nothing to do. Like, she just waiting on the phone call to hurry up and get rid of this damn food.
No.
This scene looks so scripted to me. I don't know. Just look really scripted. But she honestly she needs to get over the fact that he's younger. He's from another country. He got an accent. Women will come and talk to him. Or women will stare at him because he sounds different. You understand?
Well, I mean, something attracted her to him. So I'm just saying, I don't know what it is, but I'm saying it happened to the guys too when they bring these little dime pieces over and stuff.
Yes.
They can't go out, and that's going to lead us into our final couple. That's Stephanie and Ryan. Okay. Now, with this whole thing with them, she told him that she told the cousin, and he said, "Yo, I already knew that." So he knew the whole time, but they haven't been intimate since she got there, and she can't take it. I mean, she's just looking for any reason to get back to that room. Mm-hmm. They was hula hooping. Hey, let's hurry up and finish this and put these hula hoops up and go back to the room. And then they'll have dinner, have some wine. She's trying to get them drunk. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And then they had the conversation about she felt like his mother is not appreciative. Gio, you know what I'm talking about? And she's like, well, and I can send her this money. And she just said, thank you. Well, and I can see how somebody might feel that way after a while, but you the one volunteered the services.
Exactly.
You wasn't really mad because the mother wasn't appreciative. You was mad because you thought Ryan was out there laying pipe somewhere. Let's keep
taking it out on everybody. It's weird. It's weird though, Perry. You right. She taking it out on everybody because of the things that Ryan doing. She's like, your mom don't ever say thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm like this. Well, you need to be thanking his mama for even allowing her to let you date her son. Because at the end of the day, you are like, she probably be the same age as his mama. Like you was a grandma to this man. You're supposed to be a elder figure to him. Instead, you want to see.
And this how she's so mad at him and not the parents. She was like, yeah, and your mother would never She just said thank you. And by the way, we done been to that room 5 times and we ain't got it in yet. Oh, and then your mother said, and she blocked me, but we haven't even went to that room yet. So we know what the topic is, huh?
No, I still remember he said he can go 4 rounds.
Yes.
So wouldn't you be disappointed? You understand? She got those glow in the dark condoms. Right? And the woman was excited. She haven't seen him for a couple of months. And he usually go 4 rounds. That's the amount of rounds he did. 0. So then how you expect her to feel? She's going to be emotional. She's going to be high strung because she's missing what they used to have. And the cousin went in though because the cousin still wants to be with her.
But you say the cousin still want to be with her?
Yeah, the cousin still want to be with her.
Who don't want a cash cow?
Huh?
Who don't want a cash cow?
That part.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, he's seen those watches and stuff that she's getting, and he's like, hey, I wish that was me. But, she brought those glow-in-the-dark condoms, and she's still upset because every time they go to the room, he keep the light on.
Yeah, right. When they was at the table, he told me he keep the light on. That's hilarious. But when they was at the table, right? Did you hear when she was like, you might want kids, and he was like, I don't want no kids, never, ever. Do y'all believe that he really not want kids though? Do you believe ever?
And then he messed up and said, well, at least right now I don't. Oh, you said at least right now. Look at what you said. You said at least not right now. Look, change your mind.
When she brought up the tarot card reader, Perry, you could have done a better job.
Shit, no.
And he's right. He said, how can you compete with somebody who's making up something off of a card? How can you compete with that?
So No, I said that was obvious. No tarot card reader had to tell me that.
Right. But then I'm saying this tarot card reading telling her a lot of things. But why ain't the tarot card reading telling her something about herself?
Yeah, that's true.
Typically, it say deep inside you're hurting and you're just yearning to want to be a freak. She ain't never told her that. And that's where we at with this whole thing. She's a cougar on the loose. Think about it, man. She's been in this. I mean, every episode, she can't even finish the drink. She want to go back to the room. She want to reflect. Oh, we haven't even got it in yet. She's out there, and then she got this little card reader that's pulling up a card, just making up something. And I'm starting to wonder, maybe the card reader got something for her. I don't know.
Did you hear Ryan though? When they was at the table, he said, "That's the devil's work." He
said basically, I don't mind her being your friend and everything, but she needs to stay out of my damn business.
That part.
Yeah. And he's right though. I mean, she got this girl that's telling her what she want, and then she over there like a dictator. And what she really truly want, it's gonna be worse for him than it was with Zied. If Stephanie was to get him over here, Gio, I'm telling you, she would have a sex dungeon built downstairs. She would lock him up to ensure he'd never go nowhere. She'll go and visit him 4 or 5 times a day, feed him beans and rice, and get her freak on. I'm telling you, something is wrong with this chick.
Feed him only beans and rice. He gonna be down there starving. I don't want to do it today. We did 16 rounds just.
You can hear Gio. That whip slapping.
That's gonna be crazy. Look, but when they're doing the hula hoop, you didn't see that waist action she had.
Huh?
When she was doing the hula hoop, you didn't see that waist action she had.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what that capturing them.
That waist action was terrible.
You can't tell her nothing.
Juicy was terrible.
Man, how did Ryan do a better job than her? I was lost. I'm like, man, this dude looks hula hoop, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
I see why she tripping out on him buying them watches. He must do the hula hoop.
And then she thought she was basically getting them in the mood. I don't know. She had that hula hoop for an hour and a half.
He said she had that hula hooping for an hour and a half.
I'm the greatest. You know, and all the time she knows where she wanted to go, back to the hotel.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump them and pull in some calls before we get off and see.
All right.
But no, I mean the show is getting better. I think next week I definitely get better, because anytime the freaks on the farm come up, it's good. Because I'm telling you, that last episode when they showed him, it wasn't this previous one. That daddy don't play. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know, he can't take it. He want to know what you mean. We got Tanya. Hey Tanya, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Tanya. Oh,
How are
okay,
you?
Tanya.
Yeah, we doing good.
You're looking good, Tanya.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You always catch me when I'm ready for bed.
Don't be looking at Zied. We don't need you looking at Zied. We don't want Rebecca to be upset.
I think I don't think that's gonna work, because she's too jealous and doesn't have any security in that relationship.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, because she gonna make him leave.
Right. She's gonna drive him nuts, not wanting him to talk to anybody or be around anybody or anything like that. She's just gonna drive him absolutely crazy. And Stephanie, anybody she gets, she's gonna drive crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but at least she paid them first.
Well, that's true. That's true. And did she call Harris when she got back to that room?
That's the whole thing with that. Because at the end, she had walked out. No, he had walked out and said,
right. He took off.
And I don't know what happened in the room. I guess we'll find out next week. But then she did. Oh, Harris, I need you to come over. So she don't.
Right. She needed a piece of you know what.
Exactly. If it wasn't him, if he couldn't come fast enough, she's gonna go around that little resort and find the pool guy.
Yeah, grab somebody up.
I mean,
she needed something taken care of.
Mm-hmm. She's on that 1-800. I need a date now.
But Tanya, wouldn't you be disappointed that you bought the glow-in-the-dark condoms? He said he goes 4 rounds, and then.
Yeah, but when she slept with the cousin, what'd she expect?
But y'all remember, she said that her hip was hurting. He was trying to get on to her hip, her back, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My back, I've been in pain.
Yeah.
Hell no. Like she the reason why they ain't did it. Because I'm pretty
sure exactly.
He would have busted her down, broke her back, make her legs up.
Yeah.
Hip bone, replaced her pelvic. Ain't no telling what he would have did with that little.
And I think when she was telling him about Harris, she was just like sitting there, fake crying, no tears, no nothing. She was just like, I gotta tell you. And he was like, I know.
She could just finish it off right. I'm trying to tell you this would happen, and if you don't act right, I'm gonna call him back again. Right.
But did you notice she had no tears or anything? She was just sitting there, boo. No tears, no nothing.
For real. I mean, she's like a sex addict. I really hate to say it.
Nymphomaniac, that's what they call that.
Anything, the wind blow. Oh, we got to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something is wrong with her. And she was spending every penny to make it happen.
And guys at that age don't function the way young guys do, so that's probably why she goes for the younger men.
She did look quickie though. I ain't gonna lie.
But look, I could see why the cat is traumatized, because the cat must have seen all kind of stuff happening in that apartment. The cat looks like it needs some therapy as well. I'm telling you, every time I see that cat looks like it needs some therapy, because the cat must have seen so much that going down in that apartment.
I mean, it's so bad for that cat. That cat, when she leaves, the cat go and open the refrigerator and give himself a shot.
That's right. It's probably laying around going like this. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So,
not again.
It's crazy. But who else you want to talk about, Tanya, before I bring somebody else up?
Stephanie, or not Stephanie, Natalie. She's nuts. And then, when he said, I'm not in love with you anymore, I think he cares for her. But she has pushed him so far away with all her craziness and stuff that there's no way, he just don't love her anymore. He's not in love with her, I should say.
Right.
And that was hurtful. He just flat out said, look, I'm not in love with you.
Yeah. I mean, she's not busy enough trying to work on their relationship, their communication.
No.
The only thing she's saying, well, I'm gonna put all that on hold until you get me a dress and a ring.
Right.
And
And
then
she
I'll
just
work on
keeps wanting to change him.
Right.
You know, to be a person that she wants. She wants to change how he eats. She wants to change everything about him. It's like she's not happy with him being who he is.
No,
You know, and that's not right. If you're not in love with the person for what he is, then what's the sense of being in that relationship?
Yeah, no, that's right.
But Tanya, don't you think his mother should have fed him more butter?
Yeah.
Because then he would have figured out she's not the right one for him. You know, he needs to eat some more butter because I don't think his mom.
I think he just wants to be married, you know, and be with somebody.
Yeah,
I think he
I mean, anything
wants it.
I mean, because he out in the wilderness, sort of like, you know.
Yeah.
And then when he go into town, no. I mean, they always show him when they reach town. That could be 35 minutes before they get there. I don't know how long it takes. You just
Right.
And you know, sometimes you just get tired. You just want to have somebody to talk to. You know,
Uncle Bo was there.
Companionship.
Uncle Bo was there. Perry. Remember Uncle Bo? Did she put out Uncle Bo?
No, but he's saying Perry's basically saying like somebody to talk to, like a significant other, somebody can rub you.
But yeah, well, you're right.
You know, somebody, a real man always want him a woman that's gonna be there and not can just plain all the time like Natalie do. She can.
I can't hear you guys. I had a phone call come in and now I can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Right.
It does that. It does.
I gotta
that.
go out and come back in. That happens when they.
She was not there.
But I honestly don't think like with Natalie, she's a good fit for him. Like even though people
I still can't hear you. Let me go back out again.
you might have to exit all the way out.
Yeah, and then come back in.
We got our boy Ranuke in the house. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Ranu?
What's up, guys?
We chilling, man. We chilling. We
tell
talk
you
about the 90-day fiance. It's starting to bounce its way back up and get a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this though, with that, with him being with her, I'm just saying, I don't mean to say nobody's relationship is trash, but that relationship is gonna be bad in the near future because if she keep doing that and she don't humble herself and they got them kids, she gonna be at the DSHS office in the morning when they come down time to go get some money because she ain't gonna deal with Mike. Mike gonna try to get it. Man, he ain't gonna get that girl no money once he leave her. And
Hey, thanks, Chicken Head. Chicken Head said
Chicken
he lives less than 5 minutes away from the city. Well, yeah, I'm just saying the same thing. But I think sometimes he don't feel like even riding the 5 minutes. I'm thinking. I think he wants something 2 seconds away, like in his living room, bathroom, somewhere. You know, I'm just saying, like, and the city can't be that big. I don't know how many people when they drive to the city. I probably can count on my fingers how many people I've seen. Probably 5 or 6.
There's not that many people in that area.
Yeah. And then I don't want to get you talking about the psyche of the people. You said they all depressed, but I don't want to go there. You know, I'm just saying what you said.
It's the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the truth. I seen it in the news article. I was like, what? I was like, let me go on down to Seattle. When I used to move people out there, I used to see women. I used to try to talk to them all the time. Like,
It takes place in Seattle?
Huh?
It takes place in Seattle?
Yeah. Like a lot of women out there that's single, they be depressed because they can't find the right guy or whatever. It's a lot of them out there.
And
when
then
The show takes place in Seattle?
Yeah. No, and that in Seattle is 2 hours out in the mountains of Washington. What's that? Swalem?
Snohomish?
Swim.
It's an off-brand place, bro, in Washington. Like, you know, we know
It's like that thing when you pull over, they got one gas station, one grocery store, Piggly Wiggly, and then 5 farms.
And they on the mountain. They literally on the mountain, you know, up there in the trees. So I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna find nobody out there like that. Everybody probably older and married and ain't no kids running around. You know, that's for a lot of older people go. And his ass is up there thinking he finna have love.
Yeah, there we go. That's the name of it. Is it Squim?
Yes.
I've never in my life heard of that place, ever.
Yeah, it's Swim. I think it's pronounced Swim, but hold on. But I ain't ever really went up there. I seen it on like the map when I was looking on Google Map while I was in Washington. But I was
okay. So Chicken Head said they stay there, Gio, and they got over 100K. So Chicken Head, the question I got for you, then why is why do you think
No, I don't know.
he's going overseas to find somebody? Is it not because he can't find nobody in town? Or
100K is really not a lot, though.
huh?
100K is really not a lot of people.
Well, I mean, at least he got options, unless 99,000 and 99 is men. He should be able to find something. I'm just saying, like, I mean, the guy in the bad looking guy, he's go out there, he got a job, JOB, got his own place.
Perry,
But
I
it
don't
might
know,
be a
man.
lot
It's hard out there.
It might be a lot of older people up there in the mountains. You know, like in the mountains, ain't no young people really running around up there like that, especially not no.
Chicken Head says she's from that area, and that's not true, Gio. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we
I know
wrong.
She said it's 100K, but I'm saying it might be 100K older people there. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like you go to Seattle. That's where you got the mix, the majority of like young.
Seattle,
older.
Tacoma.
No women wants him because he has a
Okay, well then
That's
that
why.
makes sense then.
oh.
That makes sense then.
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense. Then that makes a lot of sense. Then you
Oh my
set me
goodness.
all the way up with that one. Yeah,
Wow.
I ain't know you
No,
had
because Perry, you know, she Natalie complained, said that when you see she first met him, that he photoshopped the house, like showing the house was, so he can probably be a liar because he photoshopped the house and made the house look bigger. Like what she saw and when she came to America was totally different because he photoshopped a lot of different parts of the house, make it look more luxurious, more posh. But then when she came, what she expected it was something totally different. Like it was smaller, it had a little fireplace.
Mhm.
So it can be probably maybe he lies, like the history he might have, he's probably a liar. Chickenhead can probably say
So
a
if I
little more.
your words, you saying that if you had to play a doctor for the day, you would say he have a history of lying.
Yeah,
No,
I wonder
basically.
what it got to be something deep for him not to find nobody down there with 100K people, and if it's a mixture of different types, like older, young, and he can't find nobody out there, it got to be something very major he did for nobody to date
well,
him.
you know what though, and maybe because we never seen him out there like on a Friday night. He do like to drink a little bit. Maybe he like a hellraiser. Maybe he's fighting everybody at the local
bars.
bar. You know what I'm saying?
Females
Or
like
something
them
like
bad
that.
boys.
Huh?
Females like
Yeah,
the bad
females
boys.
love bad boys, especially in Washington. Yeah, you'll find
No,
it.
no,
There's something wrong with
100K, and then
there's something wrong with him. If OJ go out after and go out and find women, and when he be out now at the bars, they say the women be surrounded. Dude can find somebody. There's something wrong with him.
well, that what we saying. The person said that he has a history. We trying to figure out what kind of history.
History don't mean nothing. OJ got the biggest history in America, and OJ got a girlfriend to this day.
No,
Yeah,
but
I mean, yeah, I know, but okay. So we'll say
History don't mean nothing. Remember when Bobby Brown, and I'm going back in your day, Perry. Remember when Bobby Brown was real popular and he was known for being a bad boy?
okay. But what if you wasn't popular like OJ? And what if his name was J.O.?
Jay,
No. Let's check it out. He was J.O. and just got out of prison for what he did, right? Is he still gonna have that many people?
Now, Perry, bro, we watch Love After Lockout, and you know them prison people ain't got
Perry.
they ain't got no problem pulling.
Chickenhead said drinking and fighting.
I told you. So he out there, hellraiser. He out there. I mean, and he ain't just fighting the guy across. He fighting your parents.
Oh, so he's just a drunk, basically.
Oh no.
He's a drunk. That's basically what that sounds like to me. He's a drunk. Women don't want to deal with a drunk. Like he's a sloppy drunk.
Yeah.
Well, then you need to go find another drunk.
Huh?
Gio,
You need to go
you
find
see,
other drunks. Drunks like drunks.
Perry
Yeah.
on the
When he find one, he start to fight him.
Perry
That's
on the 90
probably
day
it right
90
there,
day
Perry. You probably hit it
on 90 day base all they had a scene they didn't show where she was mad at him because he was constantly trying to get her to drink. So I believe Chickenhead. He's constantly trying to get her to drink, and she's telling him why she don't know why he drinks so much. Every time he wants to drink. So Chickenhead might be onto something.
He probably got knocked out up there getting drunk, and then somebody probably beat his beat.
And then, I mean, what's making me so mad about this whole conversation right now? If we got Ronute protecting him, is that his cousin or something?
He might be.
Somebody said they Googled it. It's 66,000 people there.
Well, I know, but
6,600. Actually, I'm tripping. They said 6,600.
it's 66, and he don't fault 5,900.
So does he seem like he's nice on the show?
No, they do, but yeah. I mean, I'm sure OJ was nice too.
But I ain't know. When I looked, I said that yesterday to my girl. I was like, man, he look like he be fighting. Like he get drunk and be fighting. I literally said that yesterday when he grabbed the 2 little bottle things. Like he was like, you know, the little glass thing. He was like, I'm gonna buy these right here.
Or when they came out the psychiatrist's office and he was talking, he was like, yeah, just and that. No, I'm done. You know, and I would do more than this, but I'm on my 3rd strike.
Man, so many people throwing numbers out there. It don't even make sense. Somebody just said it's 7,200 though. Man,
Look, I don't know.
Just Google it.
Look, let's keep it real. We just gonna say for show purposes, it's 110.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still got to be somebody that with a better attitude than what Natalie got.
But I mean, you're
I got it. What you saying is, yeah, it is, but the girl can't date him because he don't beat up the father. Is that what it is?
Man, he probably whooping everybody ass and getting beat up, everything. He probably was getting thumped out, getting drunk. He probably was that guy that just go to the bar. He seemed like that guy that was single, right? Like he had money or whatever. He seemed like he gets stupid drunk, and then he'll start a fight in each of the bars around the town every other night. And then he probably would get beat up. He probably would win some fights, but majority of them, he probably was getting knocked out, throwing up, boo-booing on himself. Ain't no telling what that man was.
Yeah.
All of that. And that's probably why nobody want to date him. It was like, oh, there go Mike again. I hope he don't come in the bar tonight, y'all. He is 2 bare minimum. 2 bare minimum, Mike. Mike probably, I don't need a 2 bare minimum. I need more. Like,
let me ask you this though. Do you think the butter could have gave him angry? No, I mean, in all fairness, we just speculating. He haven't showed us no anger and stuff like that. But Chicken Head said she's out there, and the guy got a history. So we'll just take that. I don't know, but just for show purposes, we'll roll with it.
Mama head was shaped like that little thing off Chicken Run. You ever seen that cartoon Chicken Run? Like his hairstyle. She had a mullet. She had a whole mullet in her head. Like that.
He said in 2019 they had 7,248.
I'm about to Google this.
That's what I'm saying, Rodney. You live in Washington now. I done lived in Washington. I ain't even heard of Swim. I ain't ever been.
Never heard of that mess either.
I've been there. I've been to Seattle more than a lot. Like I've been to Seattle probably like 100 times.
Oh wow! No, it says 2020 population is 8,054.
So some babies happened since 2019. Somebody don't have some babies, and it could have been Mike too. If he
no. It says 8,054, not 8.
No. Bobby pulled it up and it says 7,200 and something. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. But sometimes it's talking about 100,000.
I know. They meant in Washington State.
And it's the 103rd largest city in Washington, and I've never heard of this before.
103rd largest city
in Washington. That's why I ain't never heard of that mess.
That's why I ain't ever heard of it either. I knew the Tacoma in Seattle is big.
And Olympia.
If you don't got no McDonald's or 7-Eleven, you small.
They got a McDonald's.
No, did you see one?
I don't watch that show.
No. But that's the whole thing. I'm trying to tell you. Like somebody assumed it's 100K. Now you assuming they got them all.
But that's why he ain't got nobody, because like Gio said, everybody's already taken. He needs to come down.
Exactly.
He needs to venture down to Seattle and Tacoma and Olympia.
I mean, for real, 8,000 people can live on the same block. You know what I'm saying? And he don't fault half of them, accordingly, allegedly.
Seattle's not the only county. Seattle is not the only county in King County. It's city in King County. It's what's that one that start with an R? Is it Richmond? What is that one that's close by y'all? Like 30 minutes out from y'all. It start with an R. Man, I forget. I used to go out there and move. It had nice houses out in that area. You know, man, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, with them two, they deserve each other.
Well, Gio,
they deserve each other.
If I ain't never told you this, my brother, I mean, we are so glad to have you around because you like the philosopher, you know, because you know all the stuff. You like the historian and all that. And
all the places I've been there. Redmond. There we go. Is Redmond. Redmond.
Yeah.
And you knew from the beginning
There's
that
a lot of people in Redmond too, though.
Gio didn't have to look up nothing. He said, I'm telling you, Perry. You know how I'm telling you, Perry, that place ain't got over 10,000 people in there.
Yeah, he was close.
And he said half of them girls on depression pills. Now, that's what he said. No, I didn't say it.
I didn't say depression pills.
I said, stop it. That's just ridiculous.
Gio's the homie on everybody's block that we all have in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, tell the truth though, right now about this.
What?
In Washington, they have a high. Hold on, baby. In Washington, they have a high rate of bipolar disorder and depression.
They do, but and then they say suicide too. But
Suicide,
when everybody say suicide,
we can't say that on here. We can't say
You
that.
can't say that on the channel.
See now, that's why, man. Now, first is my show. Now you don't came on the white show. You always no, sorry. You okay? But
what happened, Perry?
Perry, Andrea said drop the link, Perry. Andrea.
What?
Andrea, she said drop the link.
Hold up. I got to remember how to do it.
You guys, how do you know the words you can't say on YouTube?
Sometimes you don't until you say it, and then I go and look at my thing, and I don't get paid. Then I was like, yeah, wrong again.
Perry, just put it on my tab.
You can't even say the R word on here. You can't say that.
Okay, no, Gio, stop saying that because he'll start trying to guess what the R word is and say it.
I already know what the R word is, bro.
I'm messing with you, brother.
Yeah, it's all good. But as I was about to say, it's not it's a certain population of people that do the suicide up here.
So you can't say that neither. Well, go ahead. We'll keep rolling. You know what?
I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, act like you're talking to a kindergartner or something. You know, like make sure you don't fall off that bed. There's a lot of people falling off the bed up here or something. Say
there's
something
just a certain amount of people that fall off the bed up here, you know, but
yeah.
People that don't follow
exactly.
Like our people don't do a lot of falling off the bed.
Exactly. Well, let me jump you down and bring up Andrea for a second. Because look, you don't cost us enough money right now.
My bad.
You're just playing, my brother. I'm just playing. What's up, Drea?
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, still laying in the bed.
Wow. Okay. Well, talk to it. We talking about 90-Day Fiance.
I know. You know what? Everybody's talking about how Natalie dislike that guy and everything. If she disliked everything about him, why her ass still here? If they don't have anything in common, why don't she take her ass home? Women like that just really make me say, you know why? She's looking for that golden ticket. She wants that golden United States ticket. So she gonna sit there and she gonna run her mouth and I do love him. I wish she opened up a damn mouth and talk for once.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, yeah, she's looking for that ticket and she don't care. I don't think she's worried about, she don't care about not having the McDonald's. She don't care about none of that stuff. She need that ring and that dress.
I'm not reading that.
You know?
Yeah, but did anybody see Ryan Cousin on the Discovery Channel? He was talking about.
Yes.
I mean, he dogged her out.
Yeah, you went in hard.
He made her seem like an old hoe.
He went in hard, boy.
I mean, he didn't. And he thought it was funny. He thought it was so funny. How he said she wanted it. He said, and would I give it to her again? Yeah, I give it to her again.
Yeah. He's like, you see, in Caribbean slang, he's like, man, I mashed that pum pum up, man.
He sure did. I mean, he said she wanted it. He said, I knew she wanted it. He said, and I was going to give it to her.
Yeah, mashed that pum pum up. I was like, what the hell?
I mean,
Sean was going, huh?
Well, Jill, let me ask you this. I mean, you ever went to a psychic reader? Hold on, we losing you.
Yeah.
You in an ice storm or something?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Said, have you ever went to a psychic?
Yes, I have, Terry. Yes, I have.
Did you believe him?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Not really. No.
Did that psychic reader ever tell you
No,
that
I
your
didn't.
internet? Did your psychic reader ever tell you your internet ain't gonna work too good when you want it?
Oh, hell no.
No, but you going out, baby. Hey, let me
No.
drop you for a second. Let me drop you. Huh? Let me drop you. Your internet is going out. What's up, Galatua?
Hi everyone.
Oh, I thought you were having that problem too with your internet.
No, I'm good. My internet is good. Don't disrespect the ancestors. They've been working hard today.
Okay. 10 minutes. So go ahead and get you.
What's up? How you doing? We already wrap it up in a few minutes.
So I just wanted to say you guys are so mean because you've now put Amira on like a 90 days around the world show and not a 90 days fiancé sort of show. She's been just hopping all around the map trying to figure out how to hook up with this dude, and the dude has no time for her. And I think she needs to rethink her life if she's thinking about going to Serbia, because Serbia is former Yugoslavia. And not that I'm being a mean person or a stereotypical person, that wouldn't be somewhere I'd want to go to. And for some human who was in Mexico having a good time.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
but she at this point she's willing to do anything. If she had to rent a canoe and start floating across the ocean, I think she would try that.
And I don't understand why people assume that every person who's from a different country wants to come to America. Some of us are just happy where we are. Would want to come on vacation, but not come to live there.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? And if we say this, I think we say it on the surface of the people who we see that's trying to come. We didn't go and name 1,000 people from different countries that we don't know. And, oh, these 1,000 people are trying to come. No, it's a given fact that these people that we talk about actually got a plane ticket, trying to apply for something. So it gives us more reason to say they want to come. Then we can speculate on why they want to come.
No, I'm actually not faulting. I'm actually not faulting you guys. I'm faulting what's his name, the mom, who was trying to tell her like, I hear everyone is trying to come to America and stuff like that. Right. And her answer was correct. I disagree with Didi when he said she was rude. She wasn't rude. We stereotypically think Americans are very ignorant people and they're very rude people. Until now, just I've said it stereotypically, but then when you interact with a few of them, you come to realize that's not the case. But stereotypically, what we see is that same ideology of when you're thinking we are all backward and live in the jungle. Just saying. Okay, but Galatua,
let me say something. When she said that about like most other countries think Americans are stupid, I ain't take no offense to it.
I didn't either.
And I didn't think it was rude.
No. So no. I mean, I'm thinking that the conversation could have went different. But I mean, I didn't take no offense to it. People are gonna say what they want to say, regardless, right? So, do people from different countries take offense to it when people say stuff like that? No, when people say backwoods and stuff like that, do people take offense to it? I'm just saying because they could. I'm just saying I personally I didn't.
Personally, I would not take offense when someone says from a backward place. However, I will check you and correct you because I will try to make you figure out how do you think I'm talking to you now? Do you think I'm on top of a tree trying to get internet connectivity to talk to you? You know?
I get it. I mean, and I'm sure that when he found her, she wasn't in the middle of the road. When he found Yara, that she wasn't homeless. You see what I'm saying? So no, I mean, I think oftentimes it just get, blown out of proportion a little bit. But I think the parents could have handled a whole lot different and should attack. And I could see why she got mad. Because that's almost like me dating somebody out my race, and then as soon as I walk in, oh, they want to talk about basketball. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's the same thing with the girl, the young girl with Zied, trying to ask him whether they hunt for their meals. I was like, if I was Zied, I would have taken that story and run with it. I would have told you how I own a pet lion and stuff like that. Because that's always cool to tell people, like, I own a lion. And some people take it at face value. So I would have gone with it.
Perry, one time somebody asked me if St. Lucia have computers and cars.
I mean, I don't been in maybe different countries. People ask me, was Michael Jordan my brother? I'm just keeping it real.
Like when they ask you those questions, you know, there's something called Google. Just Google it.
Yeah.
You'll see what it's about.
Yeah.
But you know what? Nowadays it's 2021. It's like certain people just what would you say? I wouldn't even say ignorant. I would just say they guided in a lot to know about what's going on in the world. Everywhere is energy. Everywhere energy is selling. You know, everything is cars in every country. Unless you find one of these. What would you say? A different tribe that nobody knows about that lives in a forest. You know, an indigenous tribe. You know, like something like that. They don't know about TVs, and then they don't even speak English. They just speak their native tongue. So they'll eat you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them people will eat you. You know what I'm saying? They don't even.
I don't know about that, Joe.
Now, you're making that word, and we're gonna bring up Mr. Nabil because we're gonna have to hurry up and end this thing. Hey, Mr. Nabil, how you doing? We've already ended in about 5 minutes.
What up, Mr. Nabil?
What's up,
Hi,
Mr. Nabil?
Hey,
Hey.
Ms. Nabil, talk to us. We got 5 minutes. We about ready to wrap up shop.
You all right?
Huh?
I can't really hear you, you know. Can you hear me properly?
Oh, yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah. I just called in to show my support, really. I can't really hear you guys properly, but
oh, you
we
know
had
what,
a good
Mr.
little
Nabil,
90-day session yesterday. I didn't think he was going to come on. Are you going to do your block party or what, Perry?
Oh, talking about tonight?
Are you coming on tonight with the real talk?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll probably call in then, but have a good one. You know, we send our love to you and everything.
All right. Hey, I truly appreciate
guys.
it. Thanks a lot.
I'll call you. I'll join in the real talk later on. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Okay, people. Hey.
Perry, just last comment is about Stephanie and Ryan. I think Ryan is forgetting what his role was in this transactional business, and his role was to get paid and get taken care of, and he does the plumbing for this poor lady. So I don't feel I understand where she's coming from, demanding to be given her end of the bargain, and I understand why she would call onto the cousin from time to time, because you see he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I also understand her paying for the entire family, because then that's keeping her that's enabling her to be able to check him when he's not providing what she needs him to provide.
Right. It's a form of way of holding him hostage.
And I fault him because he's not playing his end of the bargain. And if he feels he's not able to do it, he can tag in the cousin and just bow out and say, yo, I can no longer be able to take care of this. That's too much work for me. So I can give you my cousin, take care of her, take care of him, but extend on taking care of the family because he's also part of the family.
Well, no. Trust me. Stephanie gonna stop paying the mama, okay? If Ryan gone, she'll be paying Harrison, or whatever his name is, and his family. But she ain't gonna be paying for all of them. And then Harrison might not even demand for her to pay for his family. He just might take the watches.
Exactly. So I think she has her priorities not set right. If I was her and I was living that sort of life, I would have left Ryan alone. I would have gone to the cousin and any other person who was willing to come along with me, and just had my tourism party and enjoy myself.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, we've been on for a minute. Thank you for calling, and then I guess I'll see you guys at 5:30 tonight. But on 3, we'll say bye. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bless. Hope you get it right this time, Perry.